So what's happened the last couple days that gives you some good vibes the Bats are going to be awake in Morgantown?
Yeah, I mean, we know we have a solid lineup. I mean, we haven't proven it, I don't think, this year, but if we recall back to the fall, we probably had one of the best falls since I've been here against what I think is the best pitching in the country. And, that just doesn't go. That just doesn't leave in forever. So, I mean, there's a lot of runs saved up over the year that I think we're about to put out there.
Do you sometimes feel a burden to carry the load or not as a team offensive leader, or how do you treat that?
You can't do that. I think at times if I've tried to do that, that's whenever everything personally dips. And you have to focus on the team, focus on how you're going to score runs, and not try to produce everything by yourself. I mean, there's been times where certain people have tried to do that and it doesn't work ever. So if we can get to a team first offense and just do everything for the team, that's when we're going to be at our best.
Now that you've had a day or two to look at the film, check out Duke, what do you see from their staff, and what are you guys hoping to attack?
Yeah, Duke's going to have a great staff. I mean, unfortunately, one of their best arms isn't throwing. The kid that I know, Graham Stinson, I don't think he's going to throw. He's really, if he does end up throwing, then he's a really great arm, and it's going to be, we're going to be in for a battle. And even if he doesn't, their whole staff pitches with a lot of confidence. They throw strikes, and they make the routine play. So we're going to have to hit. Obviously, we're going to have to get hits. They're not going to hand us the game, and we're going to have to pitch and play better defense as well.
Because you have experience in Omaha, do you try to kind of pass that on to some of your younger teammates? I mean, you've been there, you know what it takes to get there.
Yeah, I think last year we talked a lot about getting back to Omaha and that being a focus, and I think we kind of got caught up in that going into a regional, and we've tried to really have everybody focus on one game at a time, one inning at a time. I mean, if you can win every inning, you're probably going to win every game. So we think that trying to focus on the ultimate goal in Omaha or anything like that will make you look ahead, and it really isn't the way to go. I mean, our seniors, my freshman year, were really adamant about having us focus on one game at a time, and I think that helped us carry it through and not really think about the end goal way too much.
I know you just said you're not trying to look ahead, but obviously Saturday, West Virginia's throwing a top 10 pick, looks like Alex Manoah. How much have you gotten to see of him, and how do you attack him?
We haven't focused too much on him yet. I mean, we're going to focus on winning the first one. If we don't win the first one, we're not going to get to that one. So we haven't done a whole lot of scouting. I mean, the coaches have done a lot, but we haven't done a whole lot as a team. We're really focused on Duke as of now, but we know he's a great arm and he's got great stuff. I mean, he's the best of best in their conference. So we know we're going to have to bring our A game in order to beat him, but we also feel really confident with having Ace on the mound for us.
Was there any hope in what y'all did against Arkansas here in terms of scoring 15 runs over 3 games and saying, hey, you are capable of it offensively, and now's the time to do it?
Yeah, I always feel like we played our best baseball when our backs are against the wall, and I feel like we had to win some games to prove ourselves there. And I mean, the rest of the way out, you got to win to keep going. And there's no days off. If you don't win, you're going home. So I think if we can play with our backs against the wall, we're gonna have a good chance.
Throughout the season, has there been some moments and levels of higher frustration with the offense, and kind of what have y'all done to combat that and kind of keep the ship level?
Yeah, I mean, there's been some frustrating times for sure, because we know what we're capable of and we're just not performing at that level. So there has been some frustration, but I mean, we know what we have. We know what we can be capable of and what we can do. So I mean, it gives you a little sense of relief that, I mean, we know that we can come out and string together 15 hits in a game. I mean, we can hit 3 or 4 home runs in a game. Like it's very possible, and to know we have that in our back pocket, it's a little sense of relief. But also, it's frustrating at times knowing that we're not doing it. So I think if we just, I mean, like I said, take it one game at a time, listen to the coaching staff, have a team approach, and that's going to be our best chance to do that.
You get nostalgic at all with this having been here 3 years, a true veteran? Looking around, do you get nostalgic? What has this whole experience been like for you here in college?
This experience has been amazing. I wouldn't want it any other way. I mean, I think I picked the best place in the country to go play baseball. The fans are amazing. The sports staff is awesome. I think we have the best head coach in the country. I love Coach Childress. Love our coaching staff. I wouldn't change anything at all. I'm really glad that this is where I chose to come play ball.
Can you feel a tangible difference in NCAA tournament regional games versus just a regular SEC game? Is the level of intensity that much higher? Is SEC pretty much prepare you guys for that?
Yeah, I don't think that it's much different, to be honest with you. We know we have to win a lot of games in the SEC to even get in the tournament. And I mean, to get in the SEC tournament at that, every team in the SEC is worthy of playing in a regional. If you put a lot of the teams that we have that didn't make the SEC tournament in other conferences, they would be at the top of their conference. So we know that there's no gimmies in our conference, and I think that prepares us for regional games, super regional games, and even Omaha. I mean, you play the best teams for 10 weeks straight. It'll put a toll on your body, and you got to come out with the same kind of energy the next day.
Had you ever been to Morgantown before?
I haven't. Never been to Morgantown.
Is it kind of cool in a sense? I mean, Houston, Austin's for some regionals, but this is a very different place. You're kind of looking forward to it in that sense as well, heading out to the hills.
Absolutely, it's gonna be really fun going out to a place I've never been before and playing in a new state. It's another state I can check off the list. That's for sure. I'm excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun playing out there. I mean, there's 3 other great teams, and we saw Fordham earlier this year, and I mean they're a great team too. They get very well coached. They steal a lot of bags, and I mean they play very sound baseball. So that's not going to be a cakewalk for anybody. Fordham's a great team. Duke's obviously a great team, and then West Virginia the host. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to it, and we're ready to get out there.
How many times have you heard that John Denver song this week?
About 4 or 5 in the last 2 days, probably. We play it. I'd say 4 or 5, maybe more than that. We play it a lot. That's for sure.
It's kind of catchy though.
It is. It's a good song.
How you, like you said, you looked around and kind of you're the veteran guy here. How much of a relief for you was it to have Jonathan Dukoff walk in and be able to kind of shoulder some of that load? And did he just from the get-go shoulder a lot of that load?
Yeah, we had the walk-on tryouts, and the coaches were raving about a kid that could hit the ball off the rec. And I was like, who's this kid? I want to meet him. And then Dukoff walked through the door, and he's the most down-to-earth. He's the nicest guy you'll ever meet. I mean, he can be 2 hours away, and if you need something, he's in a car immediately. Dukoff is one of the greatest people I've ever met, and he's a great ball player too, as you can tell. I mean, everybody's watched him out here. He's got a clutch gene, that's for sure. In a big spot, that's the kind of guy you want at the plate. So Dukoff has been amazing for our team, and I don't know where we'd be without him, to be honest with you.
And they were saying he was hitting it off the rec. Did you picture more of a beefed up kind of power hitter type guy? Or no?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be this big old dude walking in, and he kind of walks in. I said, wait, you're talking this guy? This guy's been hitting it off the rec. But then again, you can't really be too surprised when you got Foster doing the same thing. He's not the biggest guy we got on the team either, and he still does it. He's got a lot of power in that bat.
Thank you.